Hi, good morning. I'm Jason, the dietitian from MedX. So today we'll be talking about foods that are high in cholesterol. So there is a theory that comes by that says that people with high cholesterol should avoid food that contains high cholesterol. Well, this theory is because a lot of us believe that consuming high cholesterol food actually causes the increase in our cholesterol levels. But actually, in recent studies, there's some cholesterol actually doesn't increase the risk for heart diseases. Following below are the type of foods that contains high cholesterol. So firstly will be red meat. So first thing of red meat we think of is steak. Yeah, after thinking of it, I also mouth-watering actually. Not to ask you to completely avoid steak, but the reason for this is because steak actually contains high amount of saturated fat and cholesterol. So therefore, for this, I would suggest you to take in maybe more lean meats, such as the loin and tenderloin parts, where the cholesterol and saturated fat content is much lesser. Okay, so the second food that I would like you to avoid would be processed meat. So for example, processed meat will be bacons, sausages, and hot dogs. So the reason for me to ask you to avoid the consumption of this type of food is because they contain high amount of saturated fats, cholesterol, and sodium level. So that's why for this, it would be wise to reduce the amount of consumption for processed meat. So the third type of food that you should avoid would be fried foods. So as a Malaysians, I'm sure that we are all exposed to a lot of fried foods. For example, ayam goreng, pisang goreng, yeah. Thinking about it makes me, suddenly want to eat them already. So the reason I asked you to avoid this food would be because they contains high amount of cholesterol and saturated fat. So it is advised for you to reduce consumption of them. So another option would be try to use air frying instead of frying them, as it's reduce the amount of oil they absorb in. So that will be all for today. Thank you.